Pandas, 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 pandas. Come on, pandas. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys are here. We just finished a pre-market show. Always have a great time. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. Welcome, welcome, pandas. Thanks for joining. Thanks for waiting. Good morning, Speedy Boy. Good morning, Day Trading Like a Predator. BNZMV. Good morning. Let's get that bamboo. Let's go, maybe. Major Dave from Massachusetts. Never heard that, but I get it. It makes sense. Major Dave, thanks for becoming a panda. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badges and forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. Enjoy access to the pre-market show. If you don't know, you can join the pre-market show if you go to the channel. SW Blaze has shown. Yes, just go to the channel. You have a members tab, and you can join the streams there. Hassan Arabi, good morning. William Bicknell, good morning. Rainy Tuesday. Bernadette, good morning. Aaron Korn, good morning. Rancho Cucamonga. Jenny Hoyos, good morning. D. Lou, hi. SW Blaze and D. Lou with the rainbow two-legged pullback badge. Thanks for your support. It really means a lot because I know that you guys were pandas before there were any perks. You know, you guys were literally supported this channel when there was no benefit to you guys, and for that I'm actually so thankful. Do appreciate it a lot. Carl Herman, good morning. Oho Coho, good morning. Pablo, good morning. Charles Wilson, good morning. Mike Thompson, good morning from Colorado. Drop a GM in the chat if you just joined the chat or if you just joined the stream. Sumant, good morning. Also, location is nice too. Type of wedge bottom starting to form here a little bit. What do I think is going to happen? Well, break a trend to new low. Looks like that's already formed. And yeah, I mean, we could see this as a breaker trend. We could see this as a breaker trend to new high, reversing with this 3, causing a big reversal here. And yeah, I mean, we made a new low. We could have a wedge bottom here. Unsure, not sure yet how this is going to look. But, you know, when these wedges happen, you know, typically they'll break out one or the other. But this is typically a bullish setup, so unsure. Let's take a look at the daily. Man, this trap fails. Ends up making a lower high second entry short, but triggers above the 20 EMA on the daily chart, so it's a little tricky. Because what this ends up becoming is a two-legged pullback. But the fact that we have a reversal setup that fails, I think that takes precedence. The fact that this reversal fails and with this lower high second entry short off the top of a trading range, like I wouldn't be surprised if we come back to the bottom of the trading range here. And this is the daily chart, so we're talking about hundreds of points. And so I think yeah, I mean, most likely new low, but you know, this could be on this downtrend, first breaker trend to new low. We might be looking for that here. That could be the case. And the fact that this reversal fails is a pretty bearish sign to me. If I saw this in any other chart and I saw this reversal fail here, I would say, okay, this is a failed major trend reversal. And I don't know. I mean, it's typically pretty bearish. So I really wouldn't be surprised if we come and make a... Boy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this causes this to kind of shoot down here to the bottom of the trading range. Right, notice on the daily chart, the trading range indicator marking this as a trading range, making a lower high off the top of that trading range with a failed major trend reversal. It's a lot of price action happening here, but I think from all that price action, it seems like we might go lower, but we'll find out today. I mean, if I were to guess, bear trend day today, but hard to say, but yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, no trigger, no trigger. I did change my parameters to 2 points for um the trap. So instead of 1 point for a scalp, I made it 2 point for a scalp. That's because the candles are large, and when the candles are large, you gotta scalp more. Market's about to open in 1 minute. I'm gonna sit on my pause because we have a wedge here with a breaker trend to new low. So potential reversal spot, man, I don't know. I would say this reversal, I would trade probably second and fail second entry short here. I'll probably try to take a scalp here with a fail second entry short. We will be market's about to open very soon in 5 seconds. There it is. I'm looking for a fail second entry short. It's right at the open, so it could be a little tricky, but the price action is nice for it. If the risk is not too large, I may consider going long here. We basically have a wedge with a breaker trend to new low, and this trap fails here. Can I get a chart check from the viewers here? I want to see if my charts are similar to yours. Still good for a reversal trade here. Let's see what the risk is here. All right, small enough risk for me. I'll consider this trade to go long. It's a good spot for a reversal. The risk is very small. It's less than 3. Get stopped out immediately. First trade of the day. Nice red day. I like the setup though. I don't mind that setup. It's not too bad. The risk was very small as well. So the risk was, yeah, a little more than 2 points. So it's a $100 risk for a 2 point gain, or maybe possibly a swing trade. I think it's worth it. Even though I did lose that trade, to me it's not that bad of a trade because I thought the risk reward was worth it right there. Got an inside bar. Now coming off the 20 EMA here. Not interested in going long because that just failed, so I'm not trying to do it. I'm not trying to go in twice. Something is up here. The fact that that failed, something is going on here. Lower high. Second entry short does trigger here. Something's brewing. Unsure now. The fact that this failed, right? We got two failed traps here. Failed trap here, failed trap here. Right, back-to-back failed traps. Makes it a little confusing for me. And the fact that we already made a breakout trend to new low here, looking for that reversal, and that reversal failing, and now we're pushing down hard. So you take the hit and move on to the next trade. And I know I lost that trade very quickly, but I'm fine with that. You win quick, you lose quick, and we just get out, we move on. Pushing up, potential trap again. But yeah, this moves up now. So it makes it two-legged beneath the 20 EMA, making it absolutely impossible for us to enter that trade. Finally goes the way we want it to go after stops us out. It's all good, pandas. Right, that's a two-leggy. A, B, C. Two-legged pullback, dark green number. You can see with the indicator telling us that's a second entry long. coming off the bottom of the trading range back to the top of the trading range, right? We're coming off a wedge with a new low. So I was expecting a reversal at this time. It's just, yeah, maybe a little too eager. I'm not sure. Even that inside bar to go along there, tricky stuff. Ends up going the way you want it to go after it stops you out. But, you know, what can you do? All you can do is increase the probabilities of you trying to make, you know, to make your scalp, but pretty strong, decent push up here. After the first 5 minutes, let's look at the first bar in the 5-minute chart. Are we doing a major trend reversal here? That's another potential major trend reversal. Too far away from 20 MA. Can't take that trade. Could turn to a spiking channel here. Big push up. Alright, I can't take this trade though. I simply cannot take that trade. Too far away from 20 MA. From this wedge, we found a double bottom, reversing here at this time. Too leggy on the 10K chart, forming here, off of the 20 MA. Do I like this too leggy? I don't know. Breakout trend, new low, attempt to reverse, double top, downtrend. Not sure. This could either look for a new low here. I mean, you could say this breakout trend new low, but could be looking for a new low there. Let's check the 5-minute. 5-minute has been in trading range pretty much from 7 o'clock, and we hit the bottom of it, may come back to the top of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we test yesterday's low, which is this red line here. But let's find our setups here. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. If we see that on the 2K chart, should we take it? Second entry long. I'd have to look something like this. Four pushes up. Making a double top currently at the moment. Maybe a higher low second entry long might look nice here. It doesn't trigger that second pullback, so we don't get our setup. It's an inside bar. Some who are eager may go long at the break at the top of this bar. We're gonna be patient here. I'll look for that lower high setup, or sorry, the higher low setup. We do trigger the second pullback here. It's a higher low second entry long, but look how choppy it's starting to get. And look, we haven't actually touched our key area yet. We do have a potential trend line here that I like. We end up coming down, but now it's a terrible signal bar. Now we're breaking underneath our trend line. But now we're off the 20 EMA. The double top here. Trading range is still valid. Now kind of hard for me to go long here because we're now beneath the 20 EMA. Basically a double top here, reversing. Interesting. Yeah, it's hard for me to go long here because now the EMA is starting to curl downwards. Even though it's a pretty decent signal bar to go long, it's just I don't like the EMA when it starts to look like this. Would I want to go short here? Not really, because I'm looking for a higher low or higher, like a new high here. Decent signal bar to go long. Maybe with a higher low setup, I might go long here. I actually like this higher low setup. Currently looking like an outside bar reversal my form here. I'm gonna sit on my pause. Gonna wait to time this. Higher low setup. With the outside bar reversal. This looks so ugly. Looks so ugly. I like that setup. I actually like that setup to go long right there with the higher low. Outside bar reversal. 1, 2, 3. The risk was not even that large. The risk was about 4 points large too. I should have gone long there. That's like an outside bar reversal you might actually want to go long in. You might actually want to take. The context was good, right? With the failed trap, right, to go long with higher low setup. Looking for that new high now, which is now about to form. Almost want to take a trap trade here to go long, if we can get it, but I doubt it'll happen. Doubt the market will be kind enough to give us a trap trade here, to give us a nice long trade. We might get it. Man, if we break higher here, I'll be interested in going long. 1, 2, 3. Small retracement here. Try and get retracement if this trap does trigger. Going long here. About 4 point stop, 4 point risk here. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to get a new high here. If this does trigger, most likely get a new high. Okay, we're pushing down. We have the inside bar breaking down now. Making it less enticing, right? Because I was starting to get a little sideways choppy here. Typically don't like to get into traps when you have 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row. Moving on. Very interesting because we have a triple top here. I was really thinking we're gonna make a new high. But I don't know. I still feel like I want to go long here. I still kind of want to go long here. Signal bar is kind of ugly. Don't copy my trades. I like this long. Don't copy my trades. I'm gonna swing it a little bit because I'm expecting a new high. So this is where I'm expecting it to go. Do not copy my trades. I understand that this could bite me. But I like what we have here. I like the context of trying to make a new high here. And it might get me with the outside bar reversal, but it is what it is. I'll take the hit. Got 2 points. Bounce off at 2 points. It might reverse. Really thinking we're trying to make a new high here. I like that signal bar, or I like this bar here. Bullish bar ending near its high. Try to make a new high. I could have scalped out 2 points already. But I'm going to hold this swing trade. I'm going to hold the swing trade here. Yeah, I like how this looks. I'm gonna hold the swing trade here. I'm gonna put at break even, my stop loss break even. It might get me, but if it does reverse here, I don't want to be part of this trade anymore. Yeah, it reversed. I didn't want to be part of that trade anymore if it reversed there because it seems like this is starting to fail. But yeah, basically 4 times in one spot. And the fact that it reversed there, I didn't like that. I did not like that look. I could have scalped out 2 points with my just a regular scalp, but I was pretty confident it wanted to make a new high. The fact that it hit the same spot 4 times in a row, that's kind of rare to me. Like I don't see that often, where we get hit 4 times the exact same spot in a row in reverse. That's more rare to me. So I was trying to trade the fact that we were trying to look for a new high, but we end up not getting it. It's all good, Pandas. We'll move on to the next trade. I could have came out with 2 points, like I said, but I had a plan that it made sense for me to extend it a little bit more because it seemed like we had a high chance to make a new high here, especially if we're climbing above the 20 EMA like this. We do trigger this trap. This one might be the setup that gets us our new high, but it is what it is. I didn't want to hold this on a reversal, thinking that it would fail, but a little tricky there. I didn't want to hold it longer than that because yeah, like I said, like it seemed like it failed to break out. And when that fails to break out in a reverse, I didn't want to be part of the trade anymore. Ends up going to the spot I thought it was going to go sooner or later, but yeah, maybe I had paper pause, but I had reasons why I did what I did. I hope that makes sense. Move on to next trade. Yeah, unfortunately. It had to happen like that. It had to go down one more time. That's a bit silly to me, but it is what it is. We'll move on. New high created. So for me, not much more reason to stay long. Like I'll look for a reversal in this area. Unless the 20 EMA continues to act as a super support here. The super support like a super pint. A mega pint. Alright, so we're breaking now beneath the 20 EMA, but we still have not closed beneath it. Let's see what happens here. Start pushing higher. Clearly above the 20 EMA. But as we're going up, it's not very strong. It's definitely some sort of spike in channel happening here. To me, this is the first break of trend. That's how I'm looking at it as. We have a lower high. Second entry short here. I'll take a trap trade here to the short side if we get it. Well, we do have a second entry long. Pikachu trade. A, B, C. Second entry long off the 20 minutes. The fact, I just don't like the fact that we already broke trend, made a new high, and we're at the top of a trading range. I don't like that fact, so I wouldn't want to enter long here. In fact, I'll look for this fail second entry long to reverse that, because we're at top of a trading range. Syed asks, is my chart wrong because your chart is different from mine? Try to reload your historical data. I've reloaded mine plenty of times, and I'm not sure if anyone else can see the same charts as me. Moon says, good morning from Arizona with a heat warning today. Oh no. We get that second entry long. We get that Pikachu setup. Terrible signal bar off the 20 MA though. It's not a trade I would take, but I wouldn't be surprised if it made... I wouldn't be surprised. It's more like I would have to adjust my trading plan because I was looking for a short trade in this area rather than a long trade. But look how choppy it's getting. And this is telling you anything. You know, we have limit order buys all along this trend line. That's why trend lines are important, because they show you where all the limit orders are. Pretty much, right? You know, people are buying with limit orders down here. They're not buying with stop orders. They're buying with limit orders, thinking that they're going to bounce off the bottom of these previous bars. So if you know that, you know, there are limit orders here being bought up, then you can use that to your advantage, hopefully. Our 10K chart looks like this with a trap triggering, and it looks like it's trying to break up, but we're above the 20 MA on the 10K chart. 5-minute chart clear above the 20 EMA, but we're at the top of the trading range on the 5-minute chart. I mean, I'm thinking we're gonna test yesterday's low, but we're so close to it. And most likely, right, there's a gap on like the SPY from yesterday's close, so we may try to close that gap. Right, came and hit yesterday's low. Breaking out of a ascending channel, which is the more rare thing to do, but it has done it. Yeah, man, we missed this reversal, but that one setup, two leggy, that was the reversal we're looking for, and we missed this reversal, looking for that new high, but wanted to hit it one more time and then stop me out and come out. Stops me out with a break even. Maybe I was a little too cautious with that break even stop loss. Maybe I should have just kept the original if I was looking for that swing trade. I just didn't like it because, yeah, 4 hits and then having a reversal made me feel like it was like a failed attempt, and I didn't want to enter a failed breakout. I didn't want to stay in a failed breakout. Yeah, and this second entry long, it's just silly to enter that in my opinion. Okay. Yesterday's low is acting as a type of resistance. We're getting a ledge here with 4 hits. Yeah, that's very rare though. 4 hits like that in the exact same spot. That's pretty rare. I really don't see that often. Exact same spot like this, getting hit like that. Usually 3 times, and the 3rd time or the 4th time it'll break out. Got a 2-leggy here. Do I want to go long here? Not really. It's too late in trend, and we're hitting a major resistance, which is yesterday's low. I don't want to go long here. Hard for me to go short as well, but tapping off the 20 MA. Risk is small to go long if you do want to go long here. It is a 2-leggy. A, B, C. I feel more confident on a short here, but maybe we're in an uptrend. I should just be looking for longs. I don't really like this short trade either because I have this trend line, and like I mentioned, trend lines show you where people have limit orders, so people could be buying it, might buy it up on this trend line. Really hard to take a trap trade like this now. Big risk. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4.5 points of risk. The problem is that we're above the 20 MA, and we're also going to probably hit this trend line if we do trigger that trap. And it looks like the 20 MA is curling upwards, so it looks like we're still in an uptrend. Hard for me to take a short there. Hard for me to take a long trade here as well, to be honest. But the risk was very small, you know, it was about 2.5 point risk. So 2.5 point risk might have been worth going long there. The trap looks like it will trigger here. Looks like it will trap or trigger, but I'm not sure if it will actually trigger. I pay attention. If we start to reverse right at resistance areas such as like yesterday's low, I tend to put more weight into that. But this is not a super strong bounce. And we're still clear above the 20 MA. 20 MA is like kind of rising upwards, right, slanting up. We have this trend line protect us if you're trying to go long. We do reverse here. We hit that trap trade. That trap trade. Higher low setup maybe here. Coming off the 20 MA, coming off our trend line. Potential good trade here, but yep, trap trade triggers. So that trap, I like that. I like the trap here more than the long, but look, we're above the 20 MA. We're also hitting this trend line. I cannot take a trade like that. I'm sorry. Even though this is like a good place for the reversal, I didn't like the fact that there were supports there like that. It's hard for me to trade that. Bouncing off yesterday's low as well. Yeah, it's hard for me to trade that trap. But I like that trap more than that second entry long. What am I looking for? Yeah, this is confusing. Are we an uptrend or downtrend right now? Some may say break a trend new low. Some may say downtrend. Huh. The fact that yesterday's low is acting as resistance right now makes me wonder what's going on here. All right, the 5-minute, the 5-minute chart bouncing off the 240 SMA, bouncing off yesterday's low, bouncing off the top of the trading range. Lots of resistance here. 10K chart bouncing off the 200, the 20 EMA actually. Potentially go long. This is confusing. We might have a fourth push down here. Might have a fourth push down. Fortunately, it's not a second entry long. Or sorry, a second entry short. I'm thinking it's looking for symmetry here. Breakout leads to breakdown. No, I'm going to send him my pause. Even though this is a second entry long off our trend line here, the fact that we had a breakout here makes me feel like we'll have a breakdown. I'm actually a breakdown here. Not interested in that. And underneath the 20 EMA as well. All right, we do bounce off our trend line, and the trend line was good. Give us a nice little scalp here, but I gave my reasons why I couldn't enter that trade. I'm looking for symmetry here, right? Breakout to leading to breakdown. That typically happens. And I can't go long if I think that's going to happen. I'm Bye Money. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys can join us. Little red today. It's all good. I like my trades. I actually don't mind how I manage them. Just, yeah, the fact that we're at the top of that trading range here. Looking for a new high. What's going on here? I don't know. It's starting to get a little choppy, right? We're starting to get doji bars here. Kellyanne, welcome. Kellyanne in the house. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We're at 37 likes with almost 200 viewers. I know you guys can do better than that. I know you guys can. Helps out the stream a lot if you guys scalp that like button. You know what? And the thing is like, not only do you help out this stream, you help out other people. Because imagine you're just starting and you don't even know what to look for. What will happen is if you scalp that like button, YouTube algorithm will start going crazy and saying, and you know, it'll start thinking, man, this stream is busting. And so it'll start to push the stream and recommend it to other people who are looking for trading material or content, and they'll stumble across it. So if they're like new to futures, you know, you are essentially helping them find content like this. Because when I first started, let's just say there was nothing like this available. Nothing at all, not even close. And so the amount of content out there, the fact that this content's out there for people who are just beginning, right, it's amazing, and you can help them find it. Just by scalping the like button. Do appreciate you. Do appreciate it. Following our channel here, pretty bullish behavior in my opinion. The fact that we bounced off so nicely off of that, and the fact that we could not actually make that symmetry here, makes me feel like the bulls are strong, right? Stronger than the bears for sure. So at the end, this was break a trend to new low here. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits all in one spot. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Almost want to make a ledge here because of that. Right now, we're just working the spike in channel, top of the channel here. 6 hits, exact same spot on a $4,000 product. Insane. Gene says, you sound like someone trying to sell me something. Scalped it though. I guess giving the benefits of something, showing the benefits of something does sound like you're trying to shill, but it's true nevertheless. True nevertheless. It's a win for everyone if you scalp that like button. Let's just say that. Toad Man with the kind words, do appreciate it. This is the best room. I've been to them all. Best because they are trades and a strategy that most people can understand without all the indicators, which makes trading needlessly complicated. Christian Ortiz says, I actually do stream recap videos. I should. You know, I should. Maybe I'll make that available for the members. The thing is, like, I go over all my off-stream trades, so I kind of do that. But, whew, what do we have here now? What do we have here now? La da da, ra da da, la da 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 da. Run quick, see. Hail Mary. Now we're finally getting that breakout to break down. I wasn't sure if I wanted to enter short there. I wasn't really eyeing that, but not a setup I was looking for necessarily. I may take a trap trade here to the short side. I may take a fail second entry long here. I may just do it. It might happen. If it gives it to me, I might take it. It'd be tempting for me not to take this. One of the main reasons being because we have a double top here. Makes me feel like we've kind of tried to break out but failed to do so. Alright, we got a trap trade here. Maybe the better setup is a higher low setup, continuing this channel here, but I like this trap. Risk is rather small, hits the 20 EMA perfectly. Yeah, about a little more than 3-point risk. I don't like the fact it's going back up like that, and it goes higher. I'm not sure if I'm interested anymore. Comes right back down though. Right, the risk is larger now. The fact that we broke out to that side makes me feel like we're starting to get a little choppy. Doji bar too, potentially another doji bar. The higher low setup now looks better. We could have had something like this where we had break a trend to new low, looking for a higher low setup here, right? Maybe trading range as well. Trading range indicator is marking a trading range here, but if I were to mark this manually, it might look something like this. Does push down pretty strongly. Yeah, that's a fail second entry long here still, but I don't like the fact that it had another attempt upwards, creating another doji. It makes me feel like it's getting choppy rather than reversing, which is why we might be getting some, resistance here, but ends up making the reversal. Hey, I didn't like that. Man. Frustrating. I like the reversal, but the fact that it popped up there, it's kind of like does like a little juke for me, and broke my ankles. It made me not go in that trade because I saw it pop up with doji, basically another doji bar, 2 dojis in a row. The context is good though, right? We have break a trend to new high, right? Attempt to new high here, and basically double top, and we had a reversal setup breakdown in a nice area beneath the 20 MA. I liked the setup, but the fact that an immediate setup, or I like the context, but the immediate setup just made me hesitate, and I just didn't feel confident after it actually broke to the upside of this bar, right? Pretty much creating an OI pattern or IO pattern, inside outside bar. Made it a little sketchy for me, and yeah, it is what it is. I'll move on to next trade. But not a bad setup. I like this. I like the context. I liked it a lot. I just didn't like the setup. I didn't like the fact that we did that. We broke higher and started to get a little choppy here, making 2 dojis like that. I didn't like that. Failed entry long. Failed second entry long here again. Coming off our trend line. 4 pushes down. Not interested in that. Yeah, if you enter this trade, the risk would be significantly larger as well. It would be a 4-point risk. I may take a two-leggy to the short side here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Zeno, welcome back. Navo says, make sure you reload. I reloaded a couple times. Let me know if the candles are way off. I know some people confirm the candles look the same. We're getting choppy here, and we get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. It is a two-legged pullback, but when the lows, when there's not enough room to these lows here, it's a lower high second entry short as well on a current downtrend. I like that short. I like this short. Coming off our trend line as well. But I don't like the fact that there's basically not enough room to the bottom of this pivot. It's just not enough room for me to scalp out. I just can act as like little double bottoms here. Three failures to reverse. Might go short now. This is why I don't like going short when there's not enough room to the bottom of that pivot, because it can act as a double bottom reversing on you. Stops you out right there. Right, this is 4 pushes down, break a trend to new low, potential reversal area. The 5-minute chart. It's wild. Actually has a failed trap reverses and making a two-leggy off the 20 EMA currently. A, B, C. It might make a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA here. 10K chart might trigger a trap. This is wild. This is wild. This is too much conflicting information for me. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've reloaded this chart many times. I'll do a quick reload. Yeah, let me see if there's any news this week while this reloads. Your core CPI on Friday at 8:30 a.m. That's probably your biggest news this week. Friday, core CPI. Right, charts reloaded. They look pretty much the same to me. This is confusing. 5-minute, bouncing off top of trading range. 10K, potential trap trade. Boy, boy. This is wild. This is wild. What am I looking for on the... Am I looking for a reversal setup here? Break a trend to new low? I marked the bottom of this channel because oftentimes the price action comes back to the bottom here. Double top, maybe. Probably looking for a new low. That's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, we don't get that pullback. We get a double top here. So, plus these are starting to become wicky, right? There's wick. It's becoming wicked, right? Big wicks here. Jonathan G says, so I passed 8 50K evaluations, congratulations, but I can't trade them all at the same time. I need to reach a safety threshold first in order to activate my second account, then do it again over and over. I'm not sure what that means. Safety threshold first in order to activate my second account? I'm not sure why you have to do that. If you pass all 50K, you should be able to trade all 50K. There is a trade copier you can use to trade all of them. Second entry long might trigger on the 5-minute chart, but it's a huge risk, right? Talking about like 7 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point risk here if you're gonna enter this trade to go long. No, thank you. We don't even get a second entry short here, but we do have the H4 failure reversal set up here. Big push up. Second entry long on the 5-minute triggering, giving a nice little scalp here, about 3 points, maybe 4 points here. This is bonkers. Not sure. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a strong move up, and most likely the better way to have read this was break a trend to new low with 4 pushes down, reversal. No setup for us to go long, but that was a reversal here. Just a higher low here. Kind of rare also, there's a gap here in this higher low. These usually get filled, so attempt to break this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top here. The second entry long on the 5-minute chart does prove to be worth it. Right, you get a 1-to-1. Actually, you don't get a 1-to-1 yet. A little bit hard to get to 1-to-1. But it looks good, right? The 20 EMA is rising. You're bouncing off the 20 EMA pretty much. Getting a nice second entry long off the 5-minute chart. Second entry long on the 10,000 tick chart as well. Right, finally working out. It was struggling, but finally works out. 2,000 tick chart. I'm trading 2,000 tick chart, so I'm trying to read this chart, but those other charts are helping us. Hopefully, can help us figure out the context a little bit better. Jonathan G says they won't activate all accounts at the same time. Hold Knox. Yeah, that's why that's why you should have done Apex. Jonathan G, that was your first mistake. Should have done Apex. If you guys don't know what Apex is, it's basically a prop firm that if you we trade with it every single day here, risk free. And if you pass the evaluation, you get you can trade their money, and so 100% risk free. What do you guys think? Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're looking for a long trade. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're looking for a short trade. Give me a 3 in the chat if you have no idea what's happening. Nightbot is the most worthless thing in the world. It blocks other people from messaging and doesn't block things like this. Seems a lot of you guys are looking for a long trade right now. Yesterday's low is acting as a resistance still. But for how long? We are making lower highs, as you can see here. Curious to see what's going to happen here. One is a long trade, 2 is a short trade, 3 is you have no idea what's happening. JK says 4. That means he's trying to both trade long and short at the same time. I want to go long here. What can I say? I don't know why. I'm a sucker for trades like this. Second entry long. Off the 20 MA if we can get it. But we might be just bouncing off the top of a trading range here, which we are in the 5-minute chart. Right, the 5-minute chart basically hitting its head, but I like the fact that we're bouncing out 20 MA here. 20 MA is a strong support. We're between the 240 SMA and the 20 MA currently on the 5-minute. You got the wow. Finally broke above this top. No setups though, pandas. Like I wanted to set up here. I wanted that second entry long, but didn't give it to me. And that was a nice little move up. it like almost, it kind of scared me. It went up so quick. I was looking for the second entry long, didn't give it to me, and instead it just like blasted off. So unfortunately didn't get the setup, but yeah, it is what it is. We're probably gonna hit yesterday's close just to fill the gaps on any charts right now. The fact that we couldn't get back to the bottom of this channel makes me feel like we're pretty bullish. Couldn't even get back down to here. Second entry long, but not interested. Way too far away from a 20 MA. Kind of got head and shoulders here. They can break a trend to new high. I'll take a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA here. Pushes up higher here, unfortunately. There's no setup for us. That is a two-leggy, but too far from 20 MA. And we closed that gap. We finally hit yesterday's close. Two-legged pullback forming on the daily chart. Boy, oh boy. Well, we'll see how this candle ends, though. This is a 10,000 tick chart coming to 240 SMA. Going up to it in a very bullish way. So if you're thinking more follow through, you're thinking more up to go. Second entry long ends proves to be very, very good. You know, you're talking about two times risk reward. That's where this burst came up, and it went higher than that. Xeno of Cetium. So, I mean, the market opened around 9:30, which is way down here. But it closed yesterday way up here on this red line, so there's a gap on a lot of charts. Just end up filling that gap. Hitting yesterday's close, all those gaps should be filled. Hard for me to enter any type of short right now. And it'd be kind of difficult to enter any kind of long because you're so late in trend. Plus, no pullbacks. Any moment, this momentum can just die out and reverse on you. But the thing is, if you are always in long right now, you know, most likely you have many chances to come up break even if you are wrong. So that's the nice thing about trend. It's very forgiving for the bulls. Seems like a lot of you guys are doing better than me. 50% of you guys are in the green, which is nice. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. I'm a little red today, but it's all good. Just having fun reading the charts with you guys. Richard says, I took that no-brainer long off the 20, but got out at top. If it's truly a no-brainer, you should have put 100 contracts there. There's no such thing as a no-brainer trade. No such thing as easy money. Even though we say it all the time here. Be careful, Syed. Being short on a strong bull trend like this, small pullback bull trend. Right, notice every single pullback has been less than 2 points. And so I would just be careful to go short like that. Al Brooks says, never go short on a small pullback bull trend. Richard Harris says, I say risk-free all the time. It is risk-free. It's actually risk-free. It is risk-free. That's the thing. That's the nice thing about prop firms. It's risk-free. If that's no-brainer, put 100 contracts in there. Why didn't you do that? It's so guaranteed no-brainer. Did you put 100 contracts in there? Probably traded 1 contract, maybe 2. Don't know. Put your money where your mouth is. Then I would be alright. It was no-brainer for you. Hard to enter this trend. Very strong, very late in trend at this point. Always in long. I mean, multiple bull bars in a row on the 10K chart. Multiple bull bars in a row on the 5-minute chart. Richard Harris, you need to calm down a little bit, man. Chill down. Calm out. just saying the dangers of saying something is no-brainer. Nothing is truly no-brainer. I mean, if it was, then you would put 100 contracts. If it was something that's like, okay, this is 100% going to happen, no-brainer, duh, then why not max leverage? That's why I'm thinking when you say something like that, it's potentially dangerous. And it's like, that's how a lot of people, shill their stuff. This is like, for me, you see everything live. There's nothing hide. I'm not hiding behind anything. Well, obviously, I have a panda face, but in terms of the strategy, in terms of what's actually happening with trading, I mean, you get everything. Everything I say, I think is true. I mean, when I say risk-free trading, this is risk-free trading. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. It's risk-free. I tell you about the fact that, yeah, you pay evaluation fees, but still, when you're actually trading, you're not losing any of your own personal capital. That's risk-free. I'm not making fun. Richard Harris, you're taking things too personal. It's not making fun of you. Like I mentioned, if it's no-brainer, then you would put 100 contracts in there. I hope that makes sense. If you say something's a no-brainer, why didn't you put 100 contracts in there? My intention is not to bully you. My intention is, if you want to say something's no-brainer, and I would say it'd be good to have some self-awareness, and it's like, well, probably was not a no-brainer, because if it was, then you would put 100 contracts in there. Lift behind says, throwing your hot dogs at Selma Hayek is a no-brainer. Spelling her name isn't. That is the most random comment. We got a second entry long here. I'm a friend of Richard Harris. I mean, he goes through these episodes every once in a while. I get it. So I have tremendous patience with Richard Harris. But yeah, hopefully you could just take the comment for what it was. Tony Chan says, are you trading Apex? Yeah, I trade Apex every single day here. Risk-free. Richard Harris says, he's never said one nice thing to me in almost 2 years. If that's what you really believe, then I really believe you lack some self-awareness there. We're going up. Two-legged pullback, far away from 20 MA. Can't take that trade. Terrible signal bar. It is a two-legged pullback on a very strong uptrend, though. And this might just show how strong two-legged pullbacks are, on just strong uptrends. But, for me, it's hard for me to take any of these trades right now. It's very, very late in trend, and also, the setups are not the best. Even though there are two-legged pullbacks. Man, it's gonna make a higher low second entry long, maybe on the daily chart. This is wild. This is wild. Jinx asks, should I try Apex in Ninja? Yes, you should. The thing about Apex is that if you do try Apex, they provide you also with a license, so you don't have to pay for a Ninja license. You can get basically a free license. Jing says, meaning when I sign up for Apex, I'll get access to Ninja as well. Yes. So you need to download Ninja, of course, but they'll give you a license that you can plug in. It'll come in, like, you'll get all the information, tons of information once you sign up. I'll just be very skeptical of any short trade that you might think might be there. Just because if it does happen, the short trade probably won't go for long. Tony says, what's your account size Apex funding? You see my trading so small lot size. I trade one contract. I trade one contract because I have so many accounts. And having so many accounts allows me to reduce the amount of risk per any account that I have. And so I'm very content trading one contract because it ends up becoming, even I'm trading one contract with you guys, it's being copied across multiple accounts. And again, it's like information. If you want to know that information, you become pandas, and you can support me, and I'll give you access to, you basically see all my account sizes, how am I doing on Apex, and you can see also all my off-stream trades. I go over them every pre-market show. So that information is proprietary to the members. So yeah, I can't say how many contracts, but that's kind of why I trade small, because I don't need to trade large because I have so many accounts. Make sure you guys use the coupon BBM50. $50% off for you guys. Huge move up though. Reversal pattern setup. Break a trend new low. Doesn't touch the 20 EMA. Terrible signal bar. When I've entered long there, typically with failed second entry shorts, the second entry short, you typically don't want it to be this large, right? You typically don't want it to be this big, but here it works out for us. Ends up being a nice reversal setup. Coincides with the other time frames, right? Second entry long on the 10K, second entry long on the 5 minute. Andrew Gibson with the surprise. I once reset the same account twice in a row. That is that I mean, I think you're just gonna laugh that off. Zero Cool asks, is there a BBM 80? Not right now. The BBM 80s happen like randomly. It's just really random. It just happens. Bull Palm says, I bust an eval account, accidentally deleted my Apex account, and then I subbed to another eval, and at the end of the month, my account didn't renew, and I lost the eval that was almost passed. Oh, I mean, at the end, I guess you can call that user error, but man, that still sucks. Charles asks, how do I have my trend line set? My trend line is just using this pivot low, and it's just riding it on, riding along. Jinx asks, does Apex set you up with multiple accounts? They can. Yes, they can. You can just open multiple accounts and trade them. Apex customer service is amazing. You know, actually, that's the main reason why. Like, if other if there are other like platforms that came out, I'll just say like it'd be hard to compete with Apex because their customer support is just top notch, really good actually. You know, they always say I guess maybe the marketing gets you in there. But the customer service is what keeps you there. Licensed paint huffer. Are the summer months slower for trading? Typically they are actually. But right now they're okay. It usually starts like after like maybe June, July, August. It starts picking up after that. The contract actually it might end, I think, next week for this, so just be aware of that. The futures contract does expire. I believe it'll be next week. Let me check. $6.17. Ooh, you know what? The rollover is on the 17th. Typically, we switch it a week before the actual rollover. We'll see. I'll probably start seeing it, checking out the volume. Luis Alvarez says, how do you roll over a contract on your trader? It's actually very easy. You just change your the date. Actually, if you look at the top left of your chart, you can just change that date and it'll roll over. Torres says, does that mean if we already have evals, they will go back to full price? No, with BBM 50 actually stays 50% the entire lifetime. But hopefully you can, pass those evals quicker than, 1 month. But I mean, if you can, there's no harm done. We got a two-leggy here. It's looking a little sketchy now. Starting to roll over here, but um, we're hitting our heads here 3 times, 3 failures to break out here. The fact that the uptrend is so strong makes me want to enter this second entry long. We also have a failed trap here, making it a little bit sus to enter long here on a second entry long. Turtle says, it's been 6 months, Panda. I'm trying. It's all good. Hey, 6 months, honestly, it's for those like who are just kind of like started trading, it's like you get so discouraged after maybe like 6 months of just, you know, unprofitable trading. But oh man, I've been at this for about 2 years now, and you know, you're still always learning. And once you gain profitability, it's actually the sky's the limit. That's actually like the moment you can gain profitability, it's just that's honestly where the sky's the limit. Especially when it comes to Apex. You know, even if you make like $100 a day, you know, with Apex, it's like potentially gain hundreds of $1,000s by the end of the year. with the trade copy and multiple accounts, it's very possible. Bad signal bar. Everything looks bad about this trade. Except we're in a very strong uptrend. Gonna go long here. Do not copy my trades. Very small risk here. It's about 2.5 point risk. We'll take this trade. I'll take it. Bad signal bar, right? Failed trap here. Starting to roll over a little bit. And we may get a pullback to the bottom of this trading range, right? With this cluster here. And that might happen, but with every second entry long, it's just been successful. So I'm going to just try to enter a second entry long here if we can get it. Risk has just got a little bit larger there. Terrible signal bar. Okay, I cannot enter long there. That signal bar is really bad. Plus we're closing beneath the 20 EMA now. So starting to show some signs of weakness. Actually, Turtle Toes, that makes sense. Your name is Turtle Toes, so maybe you just like to take your time with things. Oh, Turtle Toes, I'm definitely discouraged. No one believes in me. I mean, Turtle Toes, if you are really struggling to pass the evals, I would say, I mean, I'm hoping you've already done this, but, you know, go back to Sim, right? Make sure you can prove your profitability in Sim, and then once you can do that, then I think, you know, then go back to Apex. But and it might feel difficult to do Sim trading because you're thinking this is going nowhere, but it will help you in the long run. Once you can prove yourself through Sim, then I think it's time to go and put some skin in the game. But you know, if you just start off with Apex without much sim training, I mean, you're talking about like you want 10,000 hours, right? Screen time. That's kind of what you're looking for when it comes to trading. And so if you like have less than 10,000 hours, don't expect to be a good trader, to be honest. Toronto says, when my significant other stopped believing in me, that's the hardest, but my family, I know when I get profitable, they are going to be begging me for money. I would say, though, because, you know, I am a Christian, first and foremost, and there's a lot, you know, the Bible says about, I almost said the market, the Bible says about marriage, and if your spouse is not supportive of you in it, I may take some time off, actually. I may take some time off. You know, thankfully Mrs. Panda is very, very supportive. But I would say, you know, as a marriage, you should be like one kind of, you know, one unit. And if your spouse is not for it, I will have to say the hard thing and say maybe you should take some time off and maybe go back to some books, go back to the drawing board, and learn some stuff again to feel like maybe until something has changed, paradigm shift, something like that. But first and foremost, I think that relationship is the most important. So I don't mean to do some counseling. I don't mean to even try to discourage you from trading, but what I'm trying to do is encourage you to make sure you get the support of your spouse. Toronto says still wishes me luck. Okay, that's good. I mean, let's just say maybe if she's like against it, maybe she'll stop. But she's just like, I don't think you can do it anymore, but I'm supportive of you. Then it's kind of like, okay, I can see that because trading's hard, and maybe she's just being really realistic. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be very tough for me too if I didn't get the support of Mrs. Panda. Jaden says, watch a Michael Chin video. That'll pump you up. That's all you need. Show your wife a Michael Chin video, and that will guarantee change her mind. Boat Palm says some interesting things here. It says, I have a mindset coach for wholesaling houses. He had me write down the 10 most important people in my life and how being successful would change their lives. It works good for trading too. Nice. Lift behind. I don't know what your name is. I don't know what you're trying to go with that. But is it lift behind? Is it lift by hand? Hind? I don't know. That's what it sounds like. But my wife is in hope but keeps saying it's not sustainable. We do have a trap trade here. It's not one I'm interested in. Got really choppy here. But the risk was not that large, so it might have been worth taking that. Ooh, we got a higher low, second entry long here. I kind of like this higher low. Oh, left behind. Is that what it means? Left behind. I don't know why I thought it was lift behind. I think because I've been like hitting the gym and it's like, doing that, lifting those bamboo weights. I just automatically thought it meant lift behind. It means left behind. That makes sense. Left behind. I don't know why it didn't click. Charles wasn't asked 2-point scalp. How do you determine that? The reason why I do 2 points right now is because the candles have been too large, right? The signal bars have been too large, so I've been doing 2 points now, but less probability. This does come in reverse and hits the bottom of our trading range here. Coming back to this cluster of candles right here where the trading range started. All right, Pandas. That's it for me. Couldn't really find a setup in this entire uptrend, which is unfortunate. But Pandas, I hope you guys are trading better than I am. It seems like a lot of you guys are in the green. But if you're not, stick to the plan, and you will. If your plan is good, if your system works, if you stick to it, it should work. So Pandas, with that being said, tomorrow, Whiskey Wednesday. I'll see you guys bright and early. Yeah, bring your A game tomorrow when it comes to scalping that like button. It's been pretty weak these last couple weeks. So hopefully we can hit that whiskey goal. Pandas, do appreciate all your support. And love all you guys. As always, happy trading. God bless. See you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. Bye.